Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Today I finally have a house updates video for you guys. It has been too long. I'll hold my hands up and say it has been way too long since I did one of these, so there is a lot to update you on. I will preface this, it's going to be quite rambly, but I have had a homeware order today that I want to build because it is a piece of furniture, so I'm going to do that in this vlog as well. But yeah, I thought I'd just take you around all the rooms. Not gonna lie, they're not all in perfect condition. There is probably mess pretty much all over the house, but I'm keeping it real. This is the reality of a lived-in house. There's multiple rooms that I've been kind of fixing up. My office is one of them. I've changed this all around. I do have an office transformation video coming because I did kind of film the process. There's like a lot of satisfying time lapses in it, and there's like a huge before and after of the different things that I've done to it. This is still due to change, so I'll show you the little updates that I've done so far, but I have like a new sofa coming, I've got a mirror on the way, so there are definitely things that I'm still waiting on to be able to fully complete this room. But yeah, the lounge has moved about a bit, the kitchen is still the same. It has been painted. I think I haven't showed you guys the house since everything was like redecorated, so that's another thing that I have to show you. And the guest room is pretty different, also our bedroom, so it's literally the whole house in this video that I'm going to go over. But yeah, please don't judge the mess. Like I say, it is lived in, and this is what I'm sure all of our houses look like. So we might as well start in here. I'm going to just show you bits and bobs, and then probably going to make you wait for the office transformation video. It might already be out actually, so if it is, I'll link it down in the description, but if not, it will be coming out very soon. But yeah, I'll show you like a couple of things that I've bought for here recently, and just the different layout, because I way prefer it like this, and it's so much more functional, which I like. So this is what my current like filming background is looking like. So if you've seen any of my recent videos, you'll probably recognize this. Hey, me in the mirror. This little outfit is all from Zara, by the way, if you're interested. But yeah, I've transformed my filming background to be like this. So I kind of stand literally here with the blinds in it, and then this is kind of what you see, and I've been loving it. I'm really enjoying how my videos are kind of coming out. I love the background and how clean and kind of cozy it looks. That's exactly what I was going for, so I'm very happy with this so far. Just to quickly go over everything, I believe I've told you guys before, but this pampas grass and these little bunny tails are from Everlasting Luxe. The Dior book is Amazon, the candles are Saunder candles, vase is H&M Home, and so is that little candle. That little pillow down there is also from H&M Home, which was in a homeware haul that I did recently, which I'll link down below if you're interested. And then the footstool, which currently has my curling tongs all over it, is from Elena's Home, and I've just popped these little fairy lights around it. And of course I've got my 100k plaque, which still blows my mind, but I wanted that to feature in my background. That is this area. I used to have my, oh my god, what did I have over here? Oh, I used to have my mirror on this wall, which is actually now down in the lounge because I have a new mirror coming for this office, which is going to go over here. So it's going to go in the corner here. It's like a black archway mirror. So if I stand back, I'm going to try and edit the mirror onto the wall so you guys can see what this is going to look like. So I'll try and insert a picture where it's going to kind of stand. And then the rest of the room, I will not lie, is just a tip, to say the least. There is so much clutter in here. I need to organize all of my clothes and like just do a lot of sorting out basically, which I haven't got around to yet, which is fine. This sofa is going to be changing, so I bought this quite a while ago. I can't bear to show you the rubbish on there, so I'm going to sit down and have a chat to you about the sofa, because that is just not okay. We can sort that out at a later date. But yeah, I bought that sofa ages ago now actually, from a place called SLF24, which I'd never heard of before. I really like it. I love the quality and everything. I just don't love the colour. I think I rushed into buying furniture, which has now literally given me like a phobia of buying things, because I like to really overthink like the furniture I'm going to buy, because obviously furniture is expensive, like it's an investment, and I feel like when you rush things, sometimes when you live in the space, it then just doesn't really work, and there's other things that you see that you'd prefer, which is exactly what I did with this sofa. So I've actually very kindly got one from Snug. They are gifting it to me, which is literally so insane. It's going to be the sofa that me and George are going to be filming the podcast on, so they very kindly sent it over so we can feature it in like every podcast and in a couple of videos and stuff. So there will be content coming up surrounding that, but yeah, super grateful to them. But I'm so excited for it to arrive because it's like a taupe colour, so it's very neutral, very my vibe. Like, this sofa is very pink, so I'm not sure what drew me to it in the first place. I generally think it looked a little bit of a different colour online, like I won't lie. Like, it is nice, but I just think it's very girly for the vibe that I want to go for in here, which I know I've said so many times to you guys. Like, I'm changing this office up completely, and that process is finally starting. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Like I said, I just couldn't bear to show you the mess in this room any longer. So I think I'm going to take you into the guest room, because again, we've had a lot of updates in here, but if I remember correctly, there's more clothes of mine in here which shouldn't be in here. There is. Right, I'm gonna try and strategically film this room so I don't show you the mess, but I think you guys have seen the bed in here before. This is from Arista Living, and my discount code with them is like running forever, I'm pretty sure. So it's just Emily50, and you can basically design these beds however you want, and if you use my discount code it will literally get you 50% off the price. So I'm pretty sure this one overall cost 500 or 600 or something like that. So yeah, you get a massive discount, and I've always really loved their beds. This also has ottoman storage underneath, so you can store like loads of things under the mattress. Again, something else I think you have already seen is all the cushions that I have on here, so just in case you haven't, these two are from H&M and the front ones are from Matalan. And then the bedding, we have this on our bed upstairs as well. This is actually from made.com. It's literally my favorite like duvet and pillowcase set. Absolutely love this. I love what it looks like as well. So I've just got the same bedding for here, and then the throw that's on the bed is also from H&M Home. I just love the tones that are going on in here. But then the little updates, as you can probably see, are the bedside tables. I don't think I've showed you guys these, but we got them from IKEA a little while ago. I think we got them back in December. They were like £80, and I'm so impressed with them. So they just have this little drawer which I've popped a hairdryer in. This really reminds me of like a hotel stay, you know, when you're like frantically looking around the room for a hairdryer and it's always in the bedside drawer. This is how I've kind of dressed this one. I don't know when this was put here. I think Brad just put this here, but it's kind of cute. This little vase is from Truly. I didn't really know what to put in here. Like, I love the shape of it. I think it's so cute, but I did have some more kind of taller flowered stems in it, and they just didn't sit right. So I found these on Amazon. My mum actually had them, and I was like, oh my god, where did you get them from? And they were like £6. So these little pom-pom ones, I think you get like a pack of 10, I want to say. So I got 2 of those, and then I picked up these little ones from IKEA, and they were like £1 a stem. So they were super cheap, and they didn't look too great on their own, but I think mixed in with the other ones they look super cute. But then the other things we have on here are these bedside lamps. We've got 2 of them for this room. They're from B&Q. And then we have just these little baskets which are also from IKEA, just on the shelf underneath. I think I'm gonna get some different like drawer handles for this. I might get some, I think you can get like little bar ones, like a brushed kind of gold one, because I think they'd look really nice. I will show you upstairs. We've got some chest of drawers up there, and I want to get some different handles for those as well. But that is this bedside table, and then coming around to the other side of the room, literally the only other thing we have in here at the moment is this plant in the corner, which needs repotting and cleaning by the looks of it. What is this? Some of our plants have this like white powder on them. Honestly, I think it's mold, which is kind of gross, but I'll get around to cleaning that at some point. But anyway, the other bedside table has obviously the same lamp, and then those 2 candles are from IKEA. The vase is from Elena's Home, and the faux flowers are from Not Cuts, which I think does have a website, and then the same little basket underneath. And that is this room. So we are going to be paneling this back wall, which again I've mentioned so many times, and we went to go and get the wood cut a little while ago, but obviously given the current circumstances, B&Q are currently just doing like enough cuts for you to be able to take wood home. So we kind of want to get like all of the MDF cut to size, so we can literally just come home and stick it on the wall, and it would just make the whole thing so much easier. But yeah, they're not doing like multiple cuts at the moment, so we couldn't do it. So I think once lockdown eases, we will be able to do that, and finally we can panel this room. But it is quite a big wall, so I am excited to do that across here. We also need to find some lampshades, because this is another room that has the 2 pendant lights. So I need to get something that will match this kind of neutral vibe that we have going on. But I'll put a picture on screen now of the paneling that we want to go for on the back wall, because it is a little bit different to what we've done in Brad's man den. I feel like I want to do that in other rooms as well, or even doing the trick that I'm seeing a lot of people do at the moment with like the picture railing, because those little picture rails are literally like £1 for like 2 meters, so it's super cheap to do, and you can just stick it on the wall with like no nails or something like that. And I love the effect that it gives. Again, I'll put a picture on screen if you don't know what I'm talking about, but I just feel like it really transforms a room, and it's such an easy DIY to do. So yeah, that's this room. That's our future plans, which we will get around to, like I say, once lockdown eases and we can get everything we need to do all of that properly. But let me take you upstairs. We'll go into my bedroom and see what's changed in there. I feel like a lot has, but obviously the main thing that we want to sort out is our bed, which we do keep having conversations about and thoughts about, and I think we've decided what we want to do, but it's just finding the right people to do it. Again, I think it's something we could potentially do ourselves, but it would be a massive job, and we are complete novices. I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to DIY. So right now our bed is still just this one, which I got ages ago from Comfy Sleeps Home. Again, really lovely bed, super nice quality. It's like a really thick headboard, which I love. So what we're thinking is having quite like an extravagant kind of headboard in here that, again, we just need to figure out how we're going to create it. But we want to basically upholster this entire wall. So again, I'll put a picture on screen now of what it would kind of look like. But I just love the thought of having that kind of all across here, so like the panels of fabric, and then just having the bed divan, so just like this part. Does that make sense? I'm not explaining that well at all. Hopefully you can see by the pictures, but I am really excited to get started with that, because I feel like that will just be one of the biggest changes to the room. Obviously, you might have noticed in here as well that the wall colour has changed. So we have white on the ceilings, which was already here and we've just had repainted, so it's kind of been touched up. And then we have this kind of very neutral, more kind of on the pinky side on the walls, which I feel like you can't see unless it's next to the white, so hopefully you can see it there. But yeah, the other biggest change in here is our chest of drawers that we finally got. We got these from IKEA in the end. We were on the lookout for like so many. We looked at so many different styles, and then we just thought, do you know what, IKEA has the best drawers. I mean, ignore the fact that mine doesn't shut at the moment because I have too much stuff in there. This is what I mean, guys, about just keeping it real. Like, honestly, I've got fresh washing on the floor that I'm trying to avoid showing you, but this is my life. But yeah, I love how these look. We basically have a his and hers type vibe. Obviously, I would get rid of those boxes. I'd get rid of some of the clutter on the top. I will put my washing away at some point, but hopefully you can gauge an idea of what this looks like. So basically, in terms of handles on here, obviously you open these drawers at the top. I just want to grab these out because I showed you guys this on my Instagram story a little while ago. So I have these really gorgeous handles that I got from Elena's home a little while ago, and I basically wanted to put them on here, and I think it just makes them look a little bit different. So I popped them on there like that, and I like them on the side, but then I was actually thinking, God, I literally can't do this one-handed. There we go. Okay, so I was actually thinking that it looks quite cute with two, like either side, like this. I don't know, it just really transforms the drawers from being quite basic. But then I have seen, I think actually on Elena's home as well, so the same place that these are from, she's got these drawer handles that are really wide, and I've seen a chest of drawers that are literally this exact same design, just with those handles on. Still not sure about this. Obviously I would probably get matching so they both look the same. We're going to get a different lamp for in here. That was just one from Brad's parents that they didn't need anymore. And yeah, I feel like that's kind of it. Just in case I get questions, this pampas grass is also from Everlasting Luxe. The vase that it's in was from a garden centre. So if you're in the Norfolk Norwich area, this was from Taveram Garden Centre. And then obviously in here we have our Velux windows, which I absolutely love. These are our neighbours' trees. Bearing in mind we have a 3-storey house and that's how high they go up. So yeah, we basically need to have a conversation with them about getting them cut, because it can actually cause like danger to the house because they're so tall. So we need to kind of like speak to them about potentially cutting them down a little bit, or quite a lot. We'd love to, because we just get so much more light in here as well. But they are quite old. We have like seen them pottering about in their garden, and obviously given COVID and everything, we don't want to literally just like rock up and be like, hey, can we talk about trees, when they probably aren't seeing anyone right now. So we're gonna sort that out in the summer when hopefully this all clears up a bit. But yeah, I just love having Velux windows. There's something so peaceful about like just being able to see out to the sky. Anyway, on to the bathroom, which I don't think has changed. Well, no, it hasn't changed at all. This is one of the first rooms that we're gonna renovate because it's just quite an easy room to do. We have got in touch with a builder who my mum and dad actually used, and they've said great things about him. I think he's actually building his own house, so he kind of like knows how to do literally everything. So I think he's coming over at some point this week potentially, because obviously building work and everything like that can still be carried out. Obviously abiding by all the guidelines, we'll be wearing masks and everything when we meet him. But yeah, I'm excited for him to come around and kind of tell us what we should do or what he thinks we should do. So this bathroom currently is still very much the same. We have these are really lovely moss green coloured cabinets that I literally cannot wait to go, I won't lie. We are also knocking that wall down. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, we are literally knocking through here, and this cupboard over here has to stay because this is where the boiler is. I think it's a boiler or a water container, I don't know, but it works really well as like an airing cupboard. So we've got these built-in shelves and our very unneatly folded bedding and towels. So yeah, then the only other thing up here is we have decided, because obviously this is the other door, so we have two doors that come into our bathroom which we don't need, so we're going to be blocking up this door and basically using a lot of this landing space as more room for a walk-in wardrobe. Right, so now we are finally into the lounge. I feel like this room might have changed the most potentially, but this is now where my mirror is. I don't think it's going to stay there, but I do like how it looks for now. Also, this is the only mirror that we have downstairs at the moment, so we can finally actually see what we look like before we walk out the door, because before it was literally just a guessing game. But yeah, this is now the way the room is. And then this area I think has changed since you last saw it, so I've basically just organised it a lot more. This is obviously just where the TV sits, and I did have quite a lot of things going on here which made it quite cluttered. Especially I had like a big tree in the corner here, which we've now just put over that side of the room, and it works so much better. So this to me just looks so cozy. Like every evening we light these little lanterns, I put some tea lights in those little candles, and it's just so cozy, like to watch TV with this in the background. I just absolutely love it. I have tried to kind of tidy the wires at the back there, because this is literally like a £15 IKEA table. We need to get a proper TV unit, but I'll speak you through the plans in this room in a sec and it will all kind of make sense, because again this is quite a project room. But just to go over all of this, so these little blanket baskets I got from a local shop in Norwich. I can't remember what it's called. And then these lanterns are from IKEA. These I think were also from Not Cuts, and then the Tom Ford coffee table book is from Amazon, and they usually have sales on that, so I think most places sell it for like £80, but on Amazon it should be around 60. So if you are looking for any coffee table books really, then I highly recommend checking out Amazon, because they do have some really good price ones. And then over this side we have the same kind of thing. So we have another blanket basket, which does usually have a blanket in, but I think that's upstairs right now. Another of the IKEA lanterns, and then just some pampas grass and whatever these are. I actually don't know what the technical term is, but they are also from Everlasting Luxe as well. That vase is from the range, and then that little one is from IKEA, I think. That is this corner. So let me set you up and I can talk you through the plans that we have in here. Also, I don't know if I showed you, we got another matching lampshade finally, because we've been meaning to do that for ages, and I do love what they look like in here, but Brad is 6'2" and he hits his head on this every single time he walks into the room, so I think we either need to make them a little bit higher or switch them out for something else. I don't know, we yet to decide on that. Okay, we're back with the lighting coming through the blinds, so I'm sorry if that's a little bit distracting, but we have so many plans for this room. We had initial plans that have changed since I last spoke to you guys, but then even since then we've also decided we're going to do something different with this room. So basically, I think what we're going to do, at least just for now, because obviously if you have been following these vlogs, you'll know that we have many extension plans in mind, which are changing. We are actually waiting on some new designs from the architects. We've had some different ideas crop up and we've kind of felt differently about the whole thing. So once I've got those back, I'll explain all of that in a separate vlog, because it will take a lot of explaining and it will be easier to show you the new drawings and kind of talk you through those. But in this room, we are thinking we're going to put the TV up on this wall. So this wall we have the fireplace and then a massive space above, so it just makes sense to like put it up there. But we kind of want to do a little bit of DIY with it, so we're thinking of like paneling this. So we're going to paint the frame of this fireplace black, I think, or like a really dark navy. I think maybe black. And then I've seen like loads of pictures on Pinterest of people like paneling halfway up and then adding a sleeper and then the TV above that, and I love how it looks. I think it's so cozy and it's very like modern cottage like, I want to say. So yeah, I think we're going to do that here, which will be really cute, and it also means we then have this whole space free. So potentially, if we don't go through with the other extension plans, we are gonna, by the way, I'm gonna keep you guys so much more updated, because I know when I do these like massive updates, you're probably like, whoa, there's so much information. Also, please appreciate that like we are first-time buyers, like this is our first house that we've bought, and we just want to do like so much living in the house before we commit to anything. And with that means that like plans change, like we have different ideas and different decisions. So I'm sorry if you watch these vlogs and just expect everything to be done, because that's not how we're working. Like we're keeping it very realistic to how we are working. Like everything's very real time. Obviously, given everything going on, we've not done too much anyway, but I don't think we would even if we weren't in this situation, because I think we just want to be 100%, you know, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But yeah, anyway, like I say, in the next update I will speak you through everything else. But if we do keep it like this, and obviously this space becomes free, we're probably gonna build some like inbuilt shelves into here and have them as like decor with like pictures and ornaments and stuff on. For now, they are like the only couple of things that we'd really do in here. We do have a bit of a struggle with like how we've set out our sofa. I don't love the layout of this room because we have two French doors in here and then the door obviously to come into the lounge, and they both really cut the room like in half. It's a bit of a funny laid out house. Like the people that had it before us, who were the like original owners, they built it, so they built it to how they wanted it and it worked for them. But yeah, as we've lived in it more, the layout just makes less and less sense. Obviously we are going to change it over time to how we kind of want it. I'm also going to get a radiator cover for in here, because right now we have this radiator which I kind of want to cover, like I say, and then I can put things on top. At the moment I have these picture frames which are from Matalan. A lot of them literally have like the pictures that you actually get when you buy them in, so I need to change them out. This is basically a massive storage unit for like shoes, like I said, but it also does have some shelving in it. So this is going to go on that wall as you walk in from the door. It's currently where we have these shoe racks, which were like £1.50 or something from IKEA, which are good. You basically just stack them on top of each other, but obviously it's very cluttered. We kind of want all of this stuff to be stored behind doors. So we've measured this, and this unit, which I mean in the box looks absolutely huge. Like I don't know why it's this big. It's literally as tall as me. So I'm hoping it's not that big when we get it out and actually build it. I did measure it, so it should be fine, but it should come up to about here. And then we're going to put like a mirror above it and just have everything kind of stored away as you walk in, so it'll look a lot neater. And yeah, that is on my list to do today. Whether I get around to it or not, we will see, but obviously I will show you guys the updates on that. I hope I've included a load of updates in here that you might have not seen for a little while. Please comment down below anything that I may have missed or something you might be interested in, so I can then kind of cover it off in the next vlog, because I always struggle to remember things that I've showed you or haven't showed you for a while. So yeah, just let me know and we can go over a load of things in the upcoming videos. I'm going to set the camera down for now and just crack on with a few other things that I've got to do today. But if I get around to building that unit, if it's not today, it will be tomorrow. So I'll just pick you guys back up whenever I get around to that and we can see what it looks like. Oh, I thought we had to build it.
You and I, we are so random. You bring the darkness to the light, split the atom. I ignore the fact that this will never last. Your words come out so soothing that I forget that this thing is confusing. Having such a blast, but don't ask where my head is at, 'cause I'm cruising through the rush of us. I don't care about love, just need your touch. Want you to be my vice, 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 vice. I'm all about your vibe, vibe, vibe. Me and you got that good, yeah, but I'm running like I'm lost in the woods, yeah. I don't really care, 'cause I just like it here. Me and you can't get enough. you know, acted, but I know this is a bluff.
Right, that was so much easier than we thought. Literally all we had to do was add the feet and then attach it to the wall, which to be fair was a little bit tricky, because if you don't then it would just topple over. Like, it's not very heavy, so you do definitely have to attach it to the wall, but I mean if you have kids you're gonna want to do that anyway. So now as you walk in through the front door, this is kind of what you see. I just feel like it's so much more, obviously it's more organised than, I mean, how we had the shoes before was just horrendous. Don't mind the ugly draft excluder. We have an issue with a gap under the door and it's just literally taking all the heat out of the house. We have that for now, but again we're going to get that sorted. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. So I got it from made.com. If I hadn't said that, I think I mentioned that. It's not the cheapest thing, like made.com furniture isn't, but the fact that it arrives all kind of put together and we literally just put these little feet on, it was super easy to do, so I do still recommend it. So I think they do 2 different versions of this. So they have one that has kind of open cabinets to the side, so just like shelving units that you can put what you want on, but I quite like the fact that this one has a door in it, so you can kind of close it up and it all just looks a lot cleaner. But then this is where the shoes go, so excuse how muddy and dirty my shoes are. You can probably tell that we literally live surrounded by fields and that's where we do our daily walk, so I can't help that. But there's 3 compartments for it, so you can probably fit, I would say, like 11-12 pairs of shoes in here. But also in the back of the cabinets they do have these like little vents so the shoes can kind of breathe, and like I say, it's probably not going to be the nicest smelling thing, but that will definitely help. So then on top I've just popped these for now. This was just what was on the table that we had here before. This is just from H&M. Again, that was in my recent homeware haul. I've just moved my Ava May reed diffuser from the lounge into here, and then this vase is also from H&M. I think it's definitely transformed this area and just makes it look a lot neater and a much nicer entrance to kind of walk into. Now that's built, I mean you can probably tell by the lighting it is now a lot later. Brad is on a work call, he's having like a little work social over Zoom, so I think I'm gonna round this video off here, and as I mentioned earlier, I will make these a more regular thing, even if they are just super chatty and I'm just kind of like updating you on like architect plans or anything like that. Just let me know what you're really interested in. I just never want these to be super boring and just a bit like samey, if that makes sense. So yeah, I only really want to film when I have lots to show you, but if you want to just keep up to date with every step, then let me know and I will definitely do that. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are new here, then please feel free to hit subscribe if you want to stick around for more in the future. But that being said, thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I will speak to you all very soon in my next one. Bye guys.